Sounds like 101 Dalmatians. No, please don't go making like reptilian skin coats out of pink Lego frogs. First of all, it would only fit a minifigure. You built the white and orange ones there? In my brain, at one point, I think I imagined myself like, I'll build the pink one for spring, and then, you know, in the fall, I'll change to the other one. And I'm not doing that. just being straight with you. I am not doing that. You might get me to do it with the treehouse when I build that, but otherwise... probably not going to happen. So, the other day, random things that come up when Anita and I are just talking. We're sitting on the bed and we're just kind of talking, and ruh-roh, she mentions that she wants a lamp like mine. So a few years ago, I bought 10-inch tall lamp that had a glass cylinder as the body, and you could open it up and fill it. So I filled it with a bunch of Legos, some minifigs, a couple little printed tiles. So there's like little messages and stuff in there. And just out of the blue, I want one of those. So we went looking. They no longer sell them. There's one. Ah, the mouse! The mouse! I want the mouse. These are really good, though, Paul. Thank you for sharing those and digging them up for us. Those are really nice. So now I'm on the quest for one of these things from Target. So that I can make a second one. So that we then will have a pair of matched Lego lamps in our bedroom. But she also made it clear that when it happens, she gets to decide what's in it. She gets to make the minifigs. She gets to pick the bricks. But it's these little random things that pop up every now and then that remind me that even when she says too many Lego, too much Lego, too much stuff, she's into it. She's into it. You need a photo of the lamp? I may have one. If not, I'll definitely post one on Discord. I thought I posted one when I made it. She wants to fit. It's just going to be an Aquaman lamp. That's all it's going to be. It's one giant friggin' Aquaman minifig lamp. Yeah, Geek, that's exactly the one. The one they have in our store, though, is brass colored. The one I originally built is brushed aluminum, and I can't find a brushed aluminum. If you have a link to the brushed aluminum one, I'm all in. Because otherwise, we'd have to buy two. And I'm not a fan of, like, brass. Brass isn't, like... It's not my thing. So that's kind of the arch, I guess. That one's black. No, I need the it's like it's a clear cylinder, although I guess it kind of looks smoked with a white. Do I have a photo of it? I may have a photo of it. Let me see. I thought I did. I thought I had a picture, but I do not. I'll get one I'll take one tonight when I go downstairs. Hey, there's a lot of Legoland photos here. That's kind of weird. So I'm not seeing it. Oh, wait, there it is. That's it. And then the inside is just full of random stuff. And yes, this guy is in there intentionally and deliberately with that expression. That's not an accident. That's just me being me. And I put her in there with the 60 years of the brick. And a micro dude. Base is thick. So I think the new one is a little different. The ones we saw that were brass, they now have a USB charging point in the bottom. So he's like, who put me in here? Why? Let me out. Exactly. He's a little freaked out to be trapped in a giant glass cylinder. All right, next up, in the things they don't teach you in school, what is the largest amount of money ever won in a lottery? This is this is still current. The largest amount of money ever won in a lottery. And to pre-rules lawyer this, the amount that was available to win, not, after taxes, and they chose the cash lump payment. It's just the largest amount that was available to be won. Just to get it all squared away. In the U.S. Brick Girl says 300 million. Slug Biker says 150 million. Spud, that is exactly what I have. Brush Nickel is what I have. That's the one I'm trying to match. Holly says 846 million. That's a really specific number, Holly. Correct, Slug. The largest amount available to win. Not the individual payouts after the fact. Blasted says 250 million. Hagar says 1.5 billion. Hagar is like really close. The largest lottery prize pool that was up for grabs in the US was 1.6 billion with a B dollars. That's a lot of monies. It wasn't won by one person. I think it was two people and they split it. And then they took the cash option, which at that point it's still like 500 million. Why wouldn't you? Yeah, it was like half a year nobody won. That's a lot of money. 3 tickets for 1.6 billion, right? On average, how long are pants owned before they are gotten rid of? On average, how long do you own pants before you get rid of them? Maybe not you personally, but big picture. Slug says 5 years. Holy crap, that is a long link. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that's it. That is it. Oh, I can get it by next week. Dun, da-da. Item not sold in stores. Yep, that's it. Thank you, Spud. 15 years. Bobo just won't let a good pair of jeans die. Brian says 6. Hager says 6 months. Hager, what do you do to your pants, man? Never mind. Don't answer. Never mind. Tropical Geek says 10 years. Holly says 6. What are you people doing? A few years, depending on the pants. 25 years, people are going to find fans' pants, like buried in a cave. Jeans that last for... I mean, I recently purchased 3 pairs of jeans because I finally, like, probably 10 years after the fact, needed to buy new jeans. So I'll probably not be buying jeans again for another 10 years. Unless I lose a lot of weight or gain a lot of weight. Hey, Andy. I'm doing well. How are you? Rock climbing will tear them. This is true. But don't you usually wear kind of like a ripstop material? Yours fall apart after 2 years? Well, this is going to sound all kinds wrong. But you wear them very hard, I'm sure. Yeah, jeans last forever. I basically cycle through 3, sometimes... Well, actually, I think I have 4. Because I still have one of my old pair that's still kicking. So I think I have 4 pair of jeans. You have 2 pair of Levi's silver tab jeans from the 90s. I have replaced jeans due to weight changes, gains, and losses. Thank you very much. Mostly gains. More than I've replaced jeans because they've worn out. Unless you're doing something that... Yeah, exactly. You have a pair of pants that are like 20 years old, but I only wear them for painting. It's so funny to see like the range be 6 months to like 25 years. According to the card, it's 2 years. People tend to get rid of their pants every 2 years or after 2 years. Which, I mean, I wear them until I can't really acceptably wear them in public anymore. See, I'm with you, Slug. I think that's nuts. I think that's way too short a period of time. I don't think I've ever gotten rid of a pair. Yeah. I mean, I got no thigh gap, so mine rub. So over time, friction is the enemy. I'm never going to be an Instagram model, folks. I hate to break it to you. You thought 5 was too short? Yeah, I mean, my answer is more like, I don't know, how long do they last before I like wear holes through them in inappropriate places, so I have to get rid of them. And if I outgrow them, they get donated. So it's not like, I mean, I'm getting rid of them, but they're still going to use for somebody. Just Photoshop easy. Your boyfriend has the thigh issue too, and he goes through jeans like 2 months. Really? So he's got a lot worse than I do. I mean, mine last for years and years and years. But I don't ever look at my pants and go, oh, I should get new pants. Unless there's some reason I can no longer wear pants and must purchase new pants because I no longer have ones I can wear, that thought doesn't occur. I'm not out there shopping pants. It's true, Hager. You know, I tried. I really did. I got busted photoshopping once. Sir, I tried. I got busted. I can't draw a straight line, so, you know, when you have, like, crooked inner thighs, people know. I mean, I made 2 pairs of jeans, basically, my primary pair of pants for the last 6 years. Admittedly, they were helped tremendously by the pandemic, because I didn't have to go anywhere. But just cycling through them, and one of them is still going. And like I said, I bought 3 more pair just to have a full stock. Your town pants are like 5 years old. They're starting to wear. I love that you have town pants. So far we know Spud has town pants, and she has painting pants. Do you have lawn mowing pants? I really need there to be lawnmower pants somewhere in this equation. Your partner cycles through jeans about every 2 years. but he wears them from work. Home jeans then become work jeans. And see, I like that. It's sort of like that whole progression, you know, down purposing, I guess. It's the opposite of upcycling. It's down purposing. You live in leggings. When they tear, I rip them up and just use them as rags. That's smart. Wear barn pants for painting pants, barn pants, town pants. That's even better. Hand-me-downs for oneself. There you go. I tend to live in sweatpants a lot now too. So for the last 8 years or whatever it is that I've been working from home, pants are I have to leave the house necessities, not things I tend to wear around the actual house. I'll wear sweatpants. I'll wear, like, you know, pajama bottoms or whatever, just wandering around the house. All the time. Sleep pants, whatever you call them. All right, here's the last question on this card. Why do snakes sleep with their eyes open? Why do snakes sleep with their eyes open? Great, now I have Metallica in my head. Geek, Hagar, Holly, Brick Girl all say no eyelids. Their eye bibbles are just out there all the time. So they can catch their prey. They know when to climb into the boot. Nope. You know, speaking of snakes, a friend of mine posted they were on a hiking trail in California and posted their little travels, and lo and behold, snake. And it wasn't just a snake, it was a shaky butt snake. I'd have been like, nope, I'm out. It was the shaky butt snake. There's a snake in my boot, Toy Story Woody. There are two kinds of eye protectors, eyelids, which is over the eye, and the type of eye thing in the eye, which goes up and closes to protect the eye. Correct. Right. Exactly. So everybody's pretty much right. They don't have eyelids, not in the sense that we have eyelids. They have eye protectors, but you can see through them. Could you imagine having like transparent eyelids? Which is basically what we're talking about here. For me, I'm thinking hard pass. Eyelids go down and close, right? I don't think I want, like, the other ones go up. So yeah, he my friend posted this video of the snake just crossing the path, you know, just kind of doing its thing, but the snake was also kind of like, I'm gonna watch you. I'm watching you, Walker boy, as I move along. He said it kind of freaked him out because he's come across, you know, rattlesnakes before, and mostly they scurry off and just, but this one was like deliberately eyeballing him. I'd have been like, nope. You want the Sky Lion to go with your 3-in-1 dragon? The 3-in-1 Mythic Beast set? That dragon? Cats have those type of eye covers as well as eyelids. So do chickens. Well, that's just because chickens are always sticking their head into crap and trying to kill people. So they need some kind of protection. You have a shaky butt dog. It's got a rattle? There's a rattle on its butt? I think shaky butt dogs could be a whole new thing. Where'd they go? Heck yeah. I still need that fan so I can get like the in the car driving, being cool, kind of wind in my hair vibe. It rattles all the things his tail hits. Nice. So fortunately in the video, the snake was not rattling its tail. So... chickens need something to protect the eyes when they go murder mode. Exactly. They make it so you can't fight back. The only thing you can attack that would do any damage, they cover up. And no can defend. You know what? I think I need like a ton of these. I think that would be a much cooler solution to the tower than just square 2x4s, right? Like have those on it. I'm gonna need to place an order. Where's Mevit? I think that would be really cool. So instead of basically this with a name over it on the tower, that. This is now a science stream, right? Don't worry, we'll get around to eating the chickens. It'll happen. We'll probably talk about eating the snake too. Summon Mevit bricks, right? I'll laugh myself silly if he showed up. Where's my education tag? I know I didn't put it on today. Should have done it. Yeah, I have a bunch of black ones. But I don't have any light colored ones that I could actually print and put a sticker on. Snake tastes like chicken? I've had rattlesnake. It was a really long time ago, and I honestly can't tell you that I remember what it tastes like. But I know frog legs taste like chicken. Frog legs taste like kind of chewy chicken. Kind of like a little bit more rubbery than you might expect chicken. To me, it tastes like ham. Does it really? I've had bear, but didn't like it. It was very gamey. It had a very gamey taste. I want to go to this German restaurant that's about an hour away. They do like a summertime and a fall, like hunters banquet, and it's bear and boar and just all of these game animals. And it's like $40 and it's all you can eat. To me, frog tasted more like a cross between chicken and trout. I didn't get any kind of fishiness from it. And I've always thought trout was a little fishy. Spring bear is very gamey. Fall bear is better, but it's always strong. Make it into summer sausage. Yeah, it was super strong. I'd had venison that was gamey. I've had venison that's prepared in a way that you'd never know it was venison. There was like zero gaminess. Some of the best beef jerky I've ever had was venison. But I was really, really surprised at just how gamey that bear was. Boar is good, but tough if overcooked. See, I've never had boar. I would like to. I guess I probably should have rattlesnake again, because I legitimately don't remember. I know I've had it, but I don't remember what it tastes like. I think my brain was too busy doing like, oh shit, I ate rattlesnake. Am I going to die? You know, it doesn't help my brain any that the Mythica sort of logo here does indeed have a very Lego Dimensions kind of vibe. Just saying. Venison jerky is amazing. I find moose and bear. See, I've never had moose either. How you doing, Chosen? Open fire venison stew. The best wild game you've ever had. Grouse is good. Never had grouse. I've had pheasant. And I have been very posh in my younger years and had Cornish game hen. Baby freaking chickens. There aren't a lot of, like, birds that I've had. We have to run a Trivial Pursuit yet, still. Grouse is chicken, wild chicken. So if I have grouse with wild rice, I'm going to be, like, right there. You've had pheasant in the grouse state? Really? I know, Slug. That's why I was kind of making a joke out of it. Everything's farmed in the U.S. Your first influencer campaign's underway? Nice. Do you know what we call tree chicken in Puerto Rico? Iguanas, yeah. Same thing in South Florida. Because there's too flippin' many of them. Pronghorn tastes a lot like mutton. We really need to put the educational tag on. I'm just saying. How's your campaign going so far, Chosen? Mountain chickens are crazy. Mountain bird be crazy, y'all. Leaning more towards goat than sheep. I don't think I've ever had goat. I've had sheep, not goat. Those are better than Cornish game hens since they're essentially young tender chickens. Young tender chickens. All right. 40 some odd century old Trivial Pursuit cards from the honest to God 1980s. Here we go. Geography. What German city is famed for a scent it produces? That's a little too easy. And no, it's not Fartenstrasse. I know where you people are going. You're waiting to try cooking a duck at some point. You've never had. So my wife works for a food broker, and every now and then we get duck breasts, and she'll make them. I am not a fan of duck. I'm a fan of duck fat in things like poutine, and to be used for frying other things like the fries to be put in a poutine. But duck breast itself, yeah. Clone or clone if you want to be pedantic, yes. Moopsburg. Actually, Fargonaut, it's northern Moopsburg, but so close. So close. Goal is to migrate communities, and we're 4 for 4. Good deal. Good deal. Up, I see feet. I think we're starting to build big critter now. Your work sells frozen ones? The answer obviously is, of course, cologne. Now, I like duck pate. There are certain pates I like a lot. But I do like a good duck pate. All right. Since I see we've kind of jumped back up again, we're building the Lego Mythica set from Legoland. It is a Legoland exclusive set. So probably not something you're going to run across. It's not available at lego.com or in Lego stores. Only at Legoland. This is kind of the key art from the theme. You like duck, but it depends on how you cook it. Yeah, I've been told how you prepare duck is everything. See, I like Peking duck. I'm not a fan of duck breasts, which is weird because normally Very high on the list, Press. I would be really surprised, Slug. I would be really, really surprised. I would love for it to be true. I would absolutely love for it to be true. Because I think it has promise. And could be a lot of fun. Especially based on the sculptures that Paul put into Discord. I mean, those things are crazy. You could have a field day with those. You can get it at Legoland Discovery Center. I kind of figured, because technically it's Legoland. But you can't at Lego.com, and you, at least not in the US, and you can't at any of the actual Lego stores. Do I think Ninjago is ending? I have a feeling it might be. I thought it was going to end a few years ago. My understanding was that they had kind of sort of soft announced that it was ending, and fans kind of freaked out a little bit and saved it for a few more seasons. But I don't think it can go on forever. I mean, let's be honest. Spud can only handle so many ninjas. She's kind of maxed out. We have to move on, people. It's fun when people who aren't in the UK try and understand what Mythica is. I just get the sense, Paul, that it's somewhat innately tied to the idea of, like, the idea of English mythology and fantasy. And that's why it started there. You just picked up the Horizon tall neck. I haven't been able to find one. They are on the hard to find list in my world. Just picked up the Horizon tall neck. Why end it when it's one of the most popular? I know. But I think also, Paul, at some point, where do you go, right? Hasn't it been done? City of Lanterns was pretty good, though. Yeah, see, that was Monkey Kid. And that's another weird one that's not technically a US thing. You can't get it anywhere other than Lego.com and in the stores. Or can you even get it in the stores? I've never looked. I'm not a fan, so there have been some sets that I've looked at and been like, I could get into that. But largely, Monkey Kid's just not been on my radar. By design, right? I mean, it's... Not only am I not the demo, but generally North America is not the demo. You found something out about the Ninjago magazine that's surprising? This is the part where I chime in and go, I find it surprising there's a Ninjago magazine, because I've never seen one. They have to Ninjago it so in 5 years they can re-release Ninjago the Next Generation with all new hair. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, how many years of... going, so we've got what, 10 years of Ninjago, and they've done the thing where it's like, this is a flashback reimagined set from season 1, and then in season 2, there's, I feel like there's a limit. It's a China theme, hard. Is anyone making a what's happening tonight? Oh, I probably am not. I'm probably going to physically go. I probably should, but I probably am not. For those that don't know, the Forestman GWP is supposed to drop tonight. In fact, it should drop in about 18 minutes for me. It's a Europe thing. I kind of figured. We used to get some pretty cool European import Lego magazines. You know, the ones with the little polybags. We don't have them here. Only if someone was importing them. And most of the retailers here have stopped. So those are no longer a thing we can get. The Ninjago magazine, I don't think it ever came here. The Forest Men dropped today in Australia. Yeah, it's supposed to drop tonight, which is yesterday for you, but tomorrow for us. It's a wibbly wobbly timey-wimey thing. Next up on the card of antiquity, entertainment. Who was the Sarong girl? Oh, that makes sense. It's a name I recognize. Who was the Sarong girl? I didn't register it first, Slug, and then I saw it. I was like, oh, well, yeah, of course it was. We're just going to restart the whole block parties there. Nope, not Lana Turner. Right, Geek, tomorrow. Today's the 14th. Tomorrow's the 15th. But in Australia, it's already tomorrow because they live in the future. Oh, the next issue will contain one of the Dragon Ninja figures? That's hot. I do like the Ninjago figures. I got to admit. I don't have a lot of them because I don't need more rabbit holes. I really don't. Very good, Hagar. Dorothy Lamour it is. And it's funny when you say her name, that is pretty much the only image that pops into my mind is her and the sarong. Sarong Girl is actually the title of a film. $30 remaining. It's an exclusive figure? Ah, crap. Those frustrate me. So regional exclusive minifigures irk me to no end. Because I know it's just going to cost me a truckload of frickin' money if I ever decide I want one. And yes, I said irk. They irk me. Because I do like to have access to, like, maximum minifigures, right? Nobody's coming up. Shosen might. Nope. There's going to be a bounce. Oh, maybe. Oh, 77, so close. So close. So for sets, they did cat, but I mean, there's still exclusives everywhere. Like, unless you actually get to San Diego Comic-Con, there's certain minifigs you're just never going to get because they're only going to be available there in very limited numbers. History. Who popularized the slogan Black Power? Not the group. The person. Otaku says Malcolm X. Nope. Oh, I get it. I get it, Hagar. And then you've got, I mean, so I got one of my glow-in-the-dark Funko Pop Infinity War characters, right? So I'm Avengers characters. I got Kate Bishop and Lucky, right? There, it's a glow-in-the-dark Funko Pop. It's a Target exclusive. So obviously, if you're not out in the world where there's a Target, you're screwed. What's more, they sold out so fast. Is that unless you were stupid lucky, you were never going to get one anyway. I got stupid lucky. No, because see, it's not a Lego Con. It's Brick World Chicago, which have nothing to do with Lego. They are not officially sanctioned by Lego. They are not supported by Lego outside of very, very minor things. So there's brick shows like that everywhere. There's two main ones. There's Brickfest Live, and then what's the other one? Brick Show, I think, is the other one. So there's Brickfest and Brick Show. You've got shows out west, Bricks Cascade. There's a Brickfest Live Pasadena that's coming up. There's a Brickfest here in Mass that's coming up at the end of the year. But they're all organized by third parties and are not official Lego events. I can only think of 2 times Lego did an official Lego event, and one of them was in New York City. And apparently didn't go over terribly well. So, Slug was right, by the way. Stokely Carmichael was the answer we were looking for to who popularized the slogan Black Power. In arts and literature, what Hugh Lofting character lived in Puddleby on the Marsh and had a pet duck named Dab Dab? I want a pet duck. I mean, it's probably not a good thing to have a pet duck, but I would want one. I'm okay with the idea of having a pet duck. Is it worth going or not? It depends. People tell me Chicago's a really good one. I've heard Bricks Cascade is absolutely one of the best. And if you have an opportunity, you should go. There's one in Virginia, I think, that's coming up in July that I've been told is really great. I've been to the one here in Mass. It's okay. I mean, it's a couple hours. I don't know that I would travel for most of these. I would travel for Bricks Cascade. I would travel for Virginia. Mostly because I would have an excuse to be somewhere else for work nearby. For Cascade, and I could technically drive to Virginia. Or use airline miles and fly to Dulles Airport from here. Stayed a very inexpensive, probably free Marriott right by the airport and do everything that I wanted to do in a day and fly home. I've actually done that to go to the Smithsonian when they had an exhibit there that I wanted to see. So for Virginia, I would probably do something like that. Just a one in, one out, done. There's a Twitter account all about why you should have a duck. Oh my God. I need a duck. Now I need to follow a Twitter account all about why I should have a duck. And yes, obviously the correct answer was Dr. Dolittle. And I will be totally transparent. I did not know that. I did not. There are multiple Smithsonians blasted. There's the Museum of Natural History. There's the Museum of American Life. There's the Air and Space Museum. There's the Air and Space Museum Annex that's actually out in Virginia. There's a couple others. It's real. You didn't know the Smithsonian was a real place? Yeah. Oh, you thought no, it's a real place. So is the museum from the original movie. In fact, a good chunk of the original movie was filmed in the Museum of Natural History in New York. I have been there. I've seen those things. It's true. It's facts. Science and Nature. What's the standard of strength? Wait, what? What's the standard of strength of distilled alcoholic liquors called? Oh, that's worded weird. The standard of strength of distilled alcoholic liquors. What is it called? Feels like an overly complicated way of asking that question. That's like, it's an entire chat full of alcoholics. Proof. Wow. Alrighty then. Hoser, good day. Good day. It's really weird wording. Some of these cards really, I don't know who wrote them. Take off, eh? Good day. Speaking of hosers and taking off and having a brew, eh? I had a quick chat with Supercomputer the other day. He is feeling better. He is doing better, and he is focusing on recovering and getting back to full strength. To the Great White North, eh? So I was very happy to hear that he is improving. And let him know people were thinking of him and he was missed. This doesn't feel like it's going to be an animal. It feels like it's going to be a boat. Like a weird boat, but a boat. It does kind of have that. Or a spaceship. It's a space boat ship. Space boat. Space boat. All right, last question on the card. In sports and leisure, who was the first Major League Baseball player to have his number retired? Space boat, coast to coast. Actually, that works, doesn't it? When you think about it. Space boat. Blasted says Babe Ruth. Slug says Lou Gehrig. Otaku says white dude. It's like the safest answer in trivia. Did it happen in the U.S.? Did it happen within the last 250 years? White guy. It was not Roberto Clemente. This is true. Shaq. It's a little known fact that Shaq was the first baseball player to have his number retired. Kind of like Space Pants. Jackie Robinson, no. Good guess, though. The pool moved. It happens. It resets every few minutes. So the first baseball player to have their number retired was, in fact, Lou Gehrig. And that was that. I'm just convinced at this point that Slug is a time traveler and has witnessed all the events of history and therefore knows all of the answers. Correct, cool. His is the only number every team retired. Gotta pick the old white dudes, pretty much. This thing really does not look like an animal's torso. I mean, I guess, right? So here's the connection points for the legs, tail, head, wings, but still. Geek, you have a great night. Time to wind down, work tomorrow. I hear you. I hear you. Pull this little... Today I decided I have a problem. Like a real problem. I was in Target buying more of my little sorting cups because they also make really great inserts. And I ran across this. So I had already gotten... I have a square version of this. Small, which is really nice for keeping spares in so that if I knock them off the counter, they don't go flying. But I'm trying to decide what I want to put in it. It is also overpriced, by the way. In my opinion. This is like $10. It's so obviously it's a food container because it does have, if you look, it does seal. So you could keep cereal or whatever in here. But obviously I want to put Lego in here. But I don't know what I want to put in here. Yeah, it's kind of like it's not, I love that it can't focus on this. It's not the largest one. It's sort of like the middle size of this. There's another size that's like half of this. Let me refocus this camera. Apparently transparent stuff gives this camera a heart attack. There's one that's half this size, and then the one I have is like a quarter this size. And that's the one I use for here. I'll show you. Currently, it's holding spare minifig parts. But they do kind of stack up. So I don't know what I'm going to put in here. But it's going to be displayable wherever it is. This is more about spare parts. This is more about... I have a lot of things that I can't store in any of my current storage, but I don't want to buy all new types of storage just for it. So I think this will work. Ooh, you know what I was thinking of? I almost bought the one that's half this size because I thought it would be really cool for photography to get like the Lego bee girl and suspend her from a fishing wire in here and make like a terrarium kind of habitat with her flying around in it. I kind of like the idea of that. Do a Lego aquarium. That's an idea. Yeah, because I think I could get a couple of base plates in here, right? And if I wanted to get crazy, I have kinetic sand. Put Dagobah at the bottom. That would be cool. And get like one of the little polybag sized X-Wings or something. I don't know. I got to think about it. I got to plan it. But I like the idea of a terrarium-like effect. Originally, I was thinking of taking this one and do make little kind of like Lego brick-built bugs and do a photo of them all kind of in the jar, and then in post, light their butts up. So it would look like a bunch of little Lego fireflies. I'm thinking of doing that too. It's live. You just got your castle hideout. Nicely done. Do Dagobah in the middle with the entire... so that you can see the X-Wing, like, in the water, like, underneath. That would be cool. That'd be really cool, actually. It'll probably have to go through about 5 or 6 different permutations. Sapiens dreams of glowing butts. Hey, look. If androids can dream of electric sheep, I can dream of glowing butts. I feel it's only fair and proper. Ah, Deanna got her Forestman. Good. Good. Nothing like dropped with that, right? It's just the GWP that's new. There's no new sets out today. I don't think. You don't see anything else new, right? And VIP page is unavailable. Ah, so I can't redeem any of my shit, so I can buy stuff for free. Well, that's annoying. I don't see these a lot, but I'm starting to see them more often. These little 2/3 height bricks. These 2/3 height 1x1s. Hey, free thinker. How are you today? Hanging in there? That's all any of us can do, I think, at this point. Hang on and hope. You don't really need or want the Force GWP. But, well, I mean, if you don't want it... if you don't want it, can I have it? It's definitely one of the sets that I want more than one of. Good night, Hagar. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Not really sure what that entails, but... I don't think that's how that leg is supposed to go, but we'll see. Blasted, have a good night. You're stuck trying to check out. Oh no! It's no good. It's no bueno. I'm not even going to try. Nobody wants to see that much frustration live on stream. It's just nobody does. Right now you can get the Aston Martin and the Forest Hideout. Do the Aston Martin and the Hideout. Wait, which Aston Martin? Oh, the polybag? That's been at my Target for like a month. Yeah, that... You got the Aston Martin. That's been like $4.99 at Target for... I was talking to someone at a Lego store, and they were complaining about how Target gets all these poly bags, and then when it's time, you know, everybody's already seen them and nobody cares, and it's a GWP at the store, and everyone's like, really? That's what I get? Target only has Harry Potter and the Boat Rescue one. Mine has both of those. It has a friend set. It has the Aston Martin, and it has a little Technic set, like a little truck set. You heard Harry Potter? Oh, and there's a Jurassic Park set. You heard Harry Potter? Well, I can't find my new Dumbledore polybag, but there is a new Dumbledore polybag. I just don't see it. You still need a couple of tiles. I'm going to see if I have a picture of it. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, I don't have a picture of it. Here, I thought I did. I do not. Nope. I have it tucked away somewhere. I'll find it. I'll post a picture of it in Discord. But I do not have a photo of it. I need somebody to make me plans for this. Actually, I'd be fine with just the dragon. I don't necessarily need the little kid knight. I just want baby Ollie. You bet Bricker build's good? Yeah, probably. You know, now that you mention it, almost certainly. Yeah, Brian, hook me up. I'll build it. I'll do it for him. I'll even make the whole stream family friendly. How's that? Family friendly, who does that? Right? People that want to get brand deals. That's who does that. Actually, I got a brand deal in my inbox the other day. I was freaked out. I was like, wait. And it's not one of those like Stream Elements ones where it's like, if you stream for 400 hours and you get 5 people to play to a level 72,000, we'll give you $20. Nope. So it was an actual inbox request. See, people, check your email. Make your email something that is easily seen. I have to go into the post office tomorrow. I got to check my P.O. box because I haven't checked it in a while. I got to drop off a bunch of stuff to ship out. I am finally sending the thing I've had set aside for Mitch for probably a year and a half. Now that he's in LA, I can send it to someplace that'll actually get there within, you know, the calendar century. Post office, eh? Shipping all the stuff. You missed the 2-minute window before the site crashed. Ouch. All right, Family Feud late night. Oops. Ooh. This is interesting. Top 6 answers are on the card. Name the first famous person, fictional or real. Fictional or real. That you think of when you hear the word sexy. Go. First person pops into your mind. Obviously, this has no right, wrong answers. Like, nobody's saying shit. They're like, mm-mm. Marilyn Monroe. Eve. Wait, is that real or fictional? Marilyn Monroe. It has wrong answers. It's a trap. Wow, everybody going Marilyn. Jessica Rabbit. Jessica Rabbit. All right. Deanna, you may want to get your agent checked out. Marilyn. Denzel Washington. Nice. Gotta admit, Denzel's a pretty good looking dude. Oh yeah, I already know him. So clearly there was a different group. These people were not asked in a mall. I can tell you that right now. Well, maybe they are. You know what? These people were asked down south. I guarantee you that. So number 6 was Jason Momoa. Number 5, Sam Elliott. Which, look, even guys got to admit. It's that mustache. Hang on, Slug. Not all of them. Number 4, Raquel Welch. Number 3, George Clooney. Number 2, Johnny Depp. Before, remember. And number 1, which pretty much everybody was in agreement with, was Marilyn Monroe. Yeah, surprisingly recent answers. I'm not surprised that Marilyn was number 1 on that list. I mean, that's kind of a classic. Who do you think of, you know, as the epitome of a sex symbol or sexy or whatever? I'm pretty sure most people would end up going with her. It is a weird combo of answers. No, there were 2. Raquel Welch and Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn was number 1. And Raquel was number 4. Actually, you know what? You're right, Fargonaut. No one gave a fictional character. Like, no one said Aquaman. No women from the last 40 years. Says something. Although, you know what? If I had to name 3 women, I would probably say Alicia Keys, Halle Berry. Ooh, I'd be hard-pressed to find a third. Within that last 40 years. And the answer is, yeah, I know.
When the night is special.
I always kind of want to do like a beer commercial when that gets played. What's up, Ben? I'm really struggling to come up with a third one. I mean, Alicia Keys and Halle Berry are like no-brainers. Who would be? Scarlett Johansson? Oh, so the question was name. Let me reread it. Name the first famous person, fictional or real, you think of when you hear the word sexy. And I'm actually going to say Dalton. Person, fictional or real, Dalton. Because let's be honest. Double Deuce was a hard job and Dalton pulled it off. So Patrick Swayze's character in Roadhouse, Slug, his name was Dalton. Sean Connery Bond, then? That's fair. Maybe. Ooh, Sterling Archer. I still can't think of a third woman, though. And I don't think... But I agree. I agree Scarlett was in Lost in Translation. I'm just trying to keep it within, like, the last 30 to 35 years, and that's making it hard. Tina Turner, maybe. Nichelle Nichols, Uhura. Wait, which Uhura? Original series or Strange New Worlds? Beyonce. See, no, Beyonce doesn't do it for me. Beyonce would not make my list. Sorry. Would not make my list. Mirror, Mirror, Uhura. Oh, okay. Nichelle's Uhura. Okay. You haven't seen the new stuff? New stuff's really good. Strange New Worlds is on par with the original series, but with production values that are modern. It's ridiculous. Christina Hendricks. My daughter would just say your mom. Oh, is that? Are they on the your mom stage? Brick Girl with the bitty bit. Thank you, Brick Girl. There it is. Working hard for the money. It ain't easy being cheesy. And guess what? Chicken butt, right? A perennial favorite. That just means you got to hit him back. You have to hit him back with the same level of just like biting, hard-hitting classics. You got to pull my finger. That's just, You got to go there. Dr. Finn, who is also Cassidy Yates in DS9. Oh. Who played Jadzia Dax? Her. Deanna, chat moves pretty quick. we go from flavors of rattlesnake to sexiest people alive to pull my finger. It's, you know, you got to keep up. Don't close the tab. Don't mute it. Terry Farrell. Yes. Will confess to having a little bit of crush on her when I was younger. Though she's technically... This is true. She is technically now a Nimoy. That's fine, though. Kate Bush. So... I haven't, like, ever really thought of Kate Bush that way. I do admit, I really do like her music. I mean, I think the first Kate Bush song I ever really took notice of was This Woman's Work. The video from Babushka. I don't think I've ever seen the video for that. And I know the song, I just don't think I've ever seen the video. See, but my thing with Kate Bush was always her hair. She has the right hair. Or she did. I don't know now. $77.07. That would have been pretty cool if you'd managed to pull off a 70.07. So 7007. We have most of a body. This is actually bigger than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a little bit smaller. He's not going to fit through the gate. Bob's will. Our buddy Bob's will fit through the gate. He'll be fine. I think that's going to be the switch up. I think after this is done, the switch up is going to be Bob's in the gate for the minifig camera down here for a little while. Nah, you need a 0808 because then you'd be kicking that 808. That's where the hotness is. All right, here's the other side. The other side of our Family Feud Late Night Edition. Top 5 answers are on the card. What might a person come home to that says sex is on their partner's mind? This is very strangely worded. What might a person come home to that says sex is on their partner's mind? Taku says nude partner. Just kind of tracks, doesn't it? Roses, candles. I'm just going to clarify. It said sex, not romance. Marvin Gaye on the stereo. No doubt. Dressed up nicely. I arrived. Sex is on my mind. Tuba KY. Thea's going with nude also. I like the dressed up nicely. Wait. So hang on. I want to understand how this got translated. So Brick Girl said dressed up nicely. Thea says, yes, sexy lingerie. While I agree these two things can be the same, I don't think that was where Brick Girl was going. Or at least I didn't get that. But I do believe that both apply. Barry Manilow. There's not going to be anything going on if Barry Manilow is going on. All right? Random vegetables on the coffee table. Nope. If roses and rose petals lead to the bed, right? Agent votes nude as well. Page no. See, if you've got pets, leaving things out like that may not be a good idea. For anybody. You don't want to be crossing those streams. Sorry, more. Pen. All right, number 5 is lingerie. Assuming there are kids are spending the night at friends' houses. I mean, that would be the proper way to do it. You don't want to traumatize your kids for life. I don't know. I came home from school. There were clothes everywhere. There were vegetables on the coffee table. There was a trail of rose petals. That's why I came to the police station. And Dad was shrugging. I show him in the mood by getting nude. That's all I'm saying. Agent is all about the completely unambiguous cues. There's a bag of velvet taco on the nightstand. So I mean, hopefully there's some velvet taco in the bed. Ay. All right, we have a tail. All right, so lingerie was number 5. Number 4, music. Oh, yeah. Number 3 is flowers. That's what I'm doing right now, fan. Number 2, candles. And number 1, for all you hardcore party people, they're naked. Naked. Candles are a fire. It depends on what you're going to do with the candles. Paul redeemed Florida Man and has chosen B. No camcorder set up. Too cold for that, right? Too cold for the naked? All right. 3 headlines on the card. 1 of them is false. 2 of them are true. All of them are weird. A. Florida man tied a gun to a weather balloon to fake his own murder. What? Florida man tied a gun to a weather balloon to fake his own murder. Seems sus. B. Florida man claims murderous rampage due to ghost of John Wayne Gacy possessing him. You know what? He gets marks for, like, knowing who John Wayne Gacy is. He loses $1 million more for, like, knowing who John Wayne Gacy is. C. Florida man calls 911 to brag about muscles. Hits on dispatcher. I can't. 911, what's the nature of your emergency? I'm too sexy for my... That was the first thing that came to my mind. I want to hear the tape. I want to hear the tape. It's clearly an emergency. Too sexy for my shirt, operator. Otaku says A, Michael says C. Paul said B out of the box. I just want to remind everyone before I had even flipped the card over. Fan says A. Fan actually makes a good point. Florida man would just sink his own boat to fake his death. No, because you're faking your death. You're going to need the boat for fishing later. You're only faking it. Your new identity still likes to fish. Dragon Goddess says B. Paul still says B. C sounds true. Slug's going to say A. B is so specific. It wasn't a friggin' cue dropped, though, Goddess. That was a nice landing, though. The only one that's all the time is 6969. The other one's cue drops. I'm also all out of stunt bikes. They need to release new ones. All right, so A, Florida man tied a gun to a weather balloon to fake his own murder. That's true. No one said Florida man was smart. C, Florida man calls 911 to brag about muscles hit on dispatcher. Apparently, agent was in Orlando one weekend, because that's true. And B, I don't know how Paul does it. Florida man claims murderous rampage due to ghost of John Wayne Gacy possessing him is false. If it's dumb, it's Florida man. I feel like that should be like the Florida Tourism Council thing now. Yeah, I do kind of get that vibe. It's like the more specific they are, the less likely they are to be true. At least from what I've seen so far. B wasn't Florida man, it was Weekly World News. You just know how they think. I think the real issue with the Florida man stuff is thinking is the one thing that is not happening very often. I'm not seeing thinking being high up on that list, you know? It needs to be a roadside attraction, chosen. It really does. Just be like,
you've seen him on the internet, but we have him live 24/7. Come to Florida and witness Florida Man live in his natural habitat, 1 week only, right off of I-4.
It's twice you've managed to predict the future. It's true. Probably should have gone with Florida Man. Sunday, 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 one night only. Lately, Ohio Man and Texas Man have been getting weird. Well, I mean, Austin's whole thing is being weird, so that's not too surprising. I just think they're starting to feel left out. I just think Texas Man is like, you know what? I can out-freak this Florida guy. No problem. Arizona Man, too. I mean, could be. Could be. You're going to say something, but I've seen what happens. What were you going to say? Something may happen. Something may not happen. We don't know. It's a live show. Anything could happen. Or nothing could happen. As far as Austin being weird, oh. You've seen what happens in Austin? Is that what you're getting at? I mean, I've only been to Austin once. But I got the general vibe. Texas man facing 2 charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. And burglar of habitation after he grew angry that there wasn't enough barbecue sauce in his to-go order. So look, that's not weird. That's just reasonable. All right? Every person here has been pissed about not getting enough sauce with their to-go order. Whether it's Polynesian sauce at Chick-fil-A or barbecue sauce at the local thing. You know? I used to live in Austin, that should tell you. See? Everything's explained. You ripped me off that Rooney sauce. You owe me more sauce. It'd be like in Better Off Dead, only it'll be like, I want my 2 sauces. Not enough to see you with the euros. True. Where's Mevit when we need him? Uh-oh, what do you need, Spot? Mevit's probably ordering a ton of stuff so that he has parts the next time we all come crashing into his Texas. Oh, good point. Well, agents from Texas, too. Better Off Dead is one of the most underrated comedies of the 80s. High five. It is one of the best films, period, of the 80s. Period. I'm not from Texas. I just live here. I feel like that's Agent trying to say it's not my fault. You would not consider Agent a Texan? Would you consider yourself a Texan? I'm trying to understand, the Texan ranges. Here, yes. Here, nah, not really. Look at that. Somebody throwing away a perfectly good white boy like that. Such a good movie. And then he tried to put his testicles all over me. What? No. Tentacles. Different thing entirely. You don't exactly show it off. Oh, you lived in Texas for over 30 years? I didn't know that. You don't exactly show it off. That's fair. Oh my god, you just had a batch. So I feel like I saw something about that go by. Some white supremacist group got busted somewhere. I don't know, with like a shitload of weapons or something. And then, of course, there's the other group that got busted at a pride parade. "30 neo-Nazis to you." Sounds like the opening to a really bad joke. Diane Franklin. Diane Franklin is the actress. She's on Instagram. She does conventions. You go to the right show, you can meet her. I mentioned something about Better Off Dead one day, and all of a sudden she followed me on Instagram and Facebook. I'm like, I don't know how this woman found me on Facebook, but okay. She's funny. Her daughter's in a current show. Doesn't look anything like her mom. She looks like her dad. Olivia De Laurentiis, if you ever see her credited on anything, that's actually Diane Franklin's daughter. Monique from Better Off Dead. It's her daughter. That's why you give Agent crap about Austin. You've lived there for 10 years. Yeah, Free, there's a whole enabling thing that went on. You live an hour from Ruby Ridge? Oh, Jesus. You've technically lived here for about 3.5 years. Both COVID shutdowns, I only count 2. I've been here 3.5 years. I've been on pause for about 2. You saw a picture of the Avatar tree set? Oh, really? Somebody leaked a shot? Uh-oh. I mean, I think we've all kind of come to the point where, sadly, that's going to be the entirely new theme, right? I still live in fear of it having mini dolls. I'm not going to lie. That's my concern. Not so concerned with it being Avatar as I am that they make it mini dolls. Exactly, Spud. Avatar mini dolls would be very sad. All right, right now I'm getting like Voltron or maybe Thundercat vibes. I do like that the eyes in this are translucent blue, because it would not be hard to put 2 little LEDs in there and light those suckers up. Lego did say they were doing something with Avatar, so whether it's a new theme or just a few sets, it's going to happen. Yeah, I mean, I'm just hoping that we mentioned we were doing Avatar sets in the fall is not the thing that they're going to re-announce on Saturday as the all-new theme, because that would be deeply disappointing. It's like, give me a new set. Give me a new theme. I do think, though, if we go back to the earlier conversation, they've got to come up with something to replace Ninjago. They have to. They can't keep... It's not going to live forever. Build a crown on him. Avatar's very colorful. Yeah, no, I'm sure the sets will be really cool. I live in fear of mini dolls. And I want to join that and movement. I want to join that yes and movement. Yes, we're doing Avatar, but we're doing Avatar and this all new set. I'm greedy. Do leaks count as news? Not really. Do try a little bit to stay away from them, just because I know how shitty it is to have your stuff leaked when it's supposed to be under NDA. Because I've been there. Mini dolls are scary. I agree. You had no argument for me. Ooh, they're giving him chubby cheeks. Oh my god. Those Kobe figures are horrifying. I call him Tiny Tom Cruise because he's weird and misshapen. Not that that's terribly different from the real deal. But that Kobe figure is, yeah, that's disturbing. We need a theme that can last as long as Ninjago has. I agree. But I got a feeling that Ninjago was just kind of like it was the lightning in the bottle, right? I don't think they ever expected it to be as big as it was. They just got really lucky and they ended up with a huge hit on their hands. It needs to have an interesting gimmick as well. An interesting gimmick like what? Yeah, that's what I mean, but I don't think they ever saw Ninjago coming. There's not any meaningful posability, by the way, on this. There's no elbows. There's barely ankle joints and shoulder joints. This is not like super posable. Most posable thing is the tail and the jaw. Ending Ninjago would be no more Ninjago modulars, but it would mean those who have Ninjago modulars would now have $5,000 sets. Yep, I remember the collectible weapons. We're going to finish a set. Like Skybound had the skull swords. Yep, exactly. So we're getting close. We're getting close. We got like... I don't know if I'll actually finish this in 8 minutes. We're getting close to rolling the raid train down the track. We'll be heading to... New Zealand. To visit our buddy Dan. I'd rather have another set as good as Ninjago City Gardens than have my copy go up in value. I would agree. I would always rather have another really good set than have a good set I've got go up in value to where it's really kind of unattainable for most people. So I will defend Hidden Side to the death. Video was a tragic train wreck, and I always thought it was going to be. I loved the minifigs. They were beautiful. I think they're some of the best minifigs LEGO ever did. But the theme itself was a train wreck out of the gate. Trying to make a social media TikTok style app in which no people could appear. I don't know who put that in front of anybody, but that should have been laughed out of the room. Hidden Side was actually pretty good. And the best thing about Hidden Side sets was you could never use the app and the sets were great. Nobody cared. Use the app, don't use the app. It was still a really good theme. Unlike video, which, I mean, they're colorful, but outside of the figs, eh. I regret to this day that I don't have the Hidden Side vampire castle thing. Haunted castle. It's the only set I don't have. Same with Nexo Knights. I appreciated Nexo Knights for what it was. I just never got into the basic concept. Some of the sets were really cool. There were a lot of really cool parts and some good minifigs, but I guess with Nexo Knights, I was really just kind of in my head. I was always like, just give me castle. Just give me castle. Quit playing around. It's the only Hidden Side set you buy. It was the only one I couldn't find. They sort of stealth murdered that theme. They never said it wasn't going anywhere, and it didn't get wide release, the castle. And by the time I realized that it had been stealth canceled, people were already just selling it for stupid money. It's $300 if somebody wants to send it to me. P.O. Box down below. It's the closest I've ever come to having a complete set of any theme. Maybe one day. If I could make a new LEGO theme, what would it be? And what would the story of your theme be? Ooh. That's a really good question. What would my theme be? I would want an 80s kind of color and vibe theme. It would be the most like non-Lego appropriate Lego theme ever. I'm not saying I want a Miami Vice theme, but Mage Punk Steampunk would be cool. $300 is just shipping from, yeah, really. A lot of it now is, I mean, I got to admit that roller skating rink is definitely 80s, but you know, I would prefer to have a really 80s themed set that was more like generic 80s and did not include the mini murderers. I don't want mini dolls because they're going to wake up one day and they're going to take us all out. Oh, I'm totally getting it too, Adrian. No lie. I'm getting it too. It's just a cool looking set. What's up, Thrawn's Revenge? How are you? We're talking about if we could make our own set, our own Lego theme, what would it be? What would a new Lego theme inspired by us be? Which I think is a really good question. You know what I want? Give me South Beach in city form. Give me Lego City South Beach. Give me all those colors, all those deco designs and styles, but do them all up as like a Lego City theme and as 3-in-1s. Not modulars. Things that are affordable and quick, easy to build that you can do multiple things with. More progress has been made on the castle. Good to hear. Have a good night, Chosen. Be safe and be well. Don't do anything crazy. It would need to include food, 80s, and maybe our cult. Yes. You'd want something kind of like Hidden Side, but with a fantasy theme. So it'd be some sets would be in the real world, but there'd be portals that lead to a fantasy world. And it would follow a group of kids who travel to the fantasy realm to fight the forces of evil that are trying to take over both worlds. Paul, may I introduce you to Mythica? The Wizard of Oz? You'd love a theme based on anime? Ooh, give me a Cowboy Bebop theme. I'd be down for that. I could deal with a Cowboy Bebop theme. Actually, I just kind of want a Spike minifig at this point. Noir jazz punk. Like LA Confidential kind of stuff. Lots of castles in Wizard of Oz, just saying. You'd achieve like max castle, right? We could do ancient inventions like Da Vinci's helicopter, an early printing press working on. Yeah. Trigun would be cool. I honestly wouldn't mind if they brought back the Adventurers. That whole theme and series. Give me my Johnny Thunder. Everybody's always, space and castle. Now give me my Johnny Thunder. Do a Florida man. God, no. No. Ice Planet would be alright. I mean, it feels a lot like Classic Space, because it kind of was a lot like Classic Space, but I see Dan has just popped up on the radar. So we'll give him a minute to get situated and sorted. The Bat Boy. Weekly World News. Big Buckorama, what's up? Grow a mullet, go Glade by. Okay, I would want. Well, we basically had Florida Man. There was the Lego City theme that was the swamp. Remember, you had the swamp police. They had airboats. We had Florida Man. Admittedly, it was like Lego City's cops, but that was totally a Florida Man theme. All right, Dan's still rolling on the starting soon, so give him a few minutes before we roll over. Oh wait, that should have been this one, not that one. Try that again. Thought that seemed a little bit large. All right, that goes there. This goes there. This goes here. That's a pretty good wing. That's a pretty decent wing. Just wanted to get one of these done before I hopped over. We've got some flex. Got a little flex we can do. The rest is just basically building the other wing. Let's see where. All right, looks like Dan's got things together. I'll finish up this wing. Post pictures of it in the Discord if you're not already in the Discord. You can go here. I almost did drop. I'm such a follower. Please feel free to join the Discord. If you have not already followed, I am 2 followers away from 1,500. So if you would do me the honor of clicking that little heart before you take off and we go visit Dan, I would greatly appreciate it. But we are going to go visit our buddy Dan because this is Raid Train Tuesday. We have an entire raid train of amazing brick builders. If you are not already following everyone on that list, you should be. And we also now have, if you're looking for brick builders, we have the brick building stream team. You should check out that list. That is a growing list of some of the top brick builders on Twitch. Anyone you're not following, give them a follow. I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I do appreciate it. You're all wonderful people. I enjoy every minute we spend together. I enjoy all the trivia. I enjoy the building. I enjoy our really weird discussions. They make it all worthwhile. And I hope to see everyone back here on Thursday, where we'll do something else. It's all right, Buck. You know, we all got lives. We all got stuff that happens and goes on. I'm just glad I get to see you when I do. I'm glad you dropped in to say hey. All right, there we go. Our raid's all created. Be safe, be well, don't do anything ridiculous, you know, and like, don't get pregnant, you know? Don't do that. We're all way too old for that noise. Have a good night, everybody.